Guys, so chat asked me to watch this, so we're just gonna hog it and turn it into a video. I guess tomorrow we'll oh, don't get up, hold on. Oh, damn, there's a video for Pat. All right, maybe we'll do 2 more videos, and then for real, we'll hop on Star Wars. But we're gonna watch this and we can see what's going on. What the hell is going on here, man?
It's one of the world's most important Muslim nations, a nuclear power, allied to the West in the war against terror.
Oh yeah, since we're not doing the Russian stuff, I can take this off now.
But Pakistan is also a country in denial, turning a blind eye to the sexual exploitation of many thousands of poor and vulnerable children.
Yeah, like for instance, like they have like this thing over there, I'm pretty sure called like honor killing. Well, I'm not sure. Wait, hold on. Let me fact check that. Get spell. Oh, whoops. I'm fucking stupid. Yes, honor killings continue to be a problem in Pakistan despite legal reforms and efforts to combat practice. Okay, maybe I'm typing this in wrong. Is it illegal to do honor killings in Pakistan? Blasphemous laws, yeah. Yes, killing another person is illegal in Pakistan. Regardless of these Pakistan, iron killings. What? Oh no, not iron. Honor. Yes, honor killing is illegal in Pakistan. October 2016, the Pakistan announced passed a law aimed at tackling honor killings. The board to note that while legal reform exists to persecute honor killings, their actual enforcement and prosecution of our perpetrators remain a challenge. Complex issue deeply rooted in the culture. Yeah. So I would imagine they basically just did it just for show. You know, just show. Oh, hey, look, we're progressive, but then you know, there's nothing like there's no actual change. Like you know, they still just get away with it.
One of the most sad and shameful aspects of our society. I have to say, I'm totally embarrassed by this, that we have not really been able to protect them.
Make a law, don't enforce it.
It's going on everywhere.
Yeah, literally. It's exactly what's happening in New York. Like, you know, we have all these laws and everything, but because they're making loopholes so these people could just get away with, like, you know, showing up to a grocery store with like 30 people and robbing it. You know, they just get away with it. Like it's
in the big
like,
cities
okay,
or small cities or
you're just teaching people how to become criminals. Fuck off, dude. I misspelled it, dude. Alright, you saw nothing.
अपने जानू भेजा मेरा पास पैसे भी नहीं था
You saw nothing, okay? That was blasphemous.
8.5 साल का छोटा था मैं
Wait, what happened? Wait, what just happened?
तुम्हारी उम्र क्या थी उस समय?
मेरा पास पैसे भी नहीं दोनों भाई लेकिन ज़ना सिर्फ मैंने 2 मरतबा की
everywhere.
What the fuck? Whoa.
लेकिन ज़ना सिर्फ मैंने 2 मरतबा की है बस दोनों भाई थे अपने जानू भेजा मेरा पास पैसे भी नहीं था
तुम्हारी उम्र क्या थी उस जमाने में?
8.5 साल का
Oh, hell nah, dude. Oh, where's the soundboard? 8 years old, cuz? 8 years old, cuz?
छोटा था मैं
आपने तकरीबन कितने बच्चों के साथ जाना था?
एक वो था और 10 और 11 12 था
No. This has nothing to do with the victim. This has to do with the guy who, like, you know, gave him the money. Bro.
What's that?
You paid for an 8-year-old? Oh my god, dude. That is nasty, dude. Yeah, no. No, this has nothing to do with the victim. I actually feel bad for the kid, dude. Like, that actually sucks. I'm talking about the dude Who bought him? Like, who bought him? That. Dude.
What's that?
Bro. What the? Yo. That's actually so fucked up, dude. That is so crazy, man.
It's estimated that over 4 million children across Pakistan are forced to work from an early age due to poverty. Of these, up to 1.5 million live on the streets with no home to.
Dude, like, I know it's gonna sound like super harsh, but I feel like they kind of like curse themselves, you know, because they're so busy cursing the entire world and wishing death upon everybody, and it's kind of like, you know, you reap what you sow. Maybe if you'd stop, you know, trying to destroy all your enemies and destroy everybody who doesn't agree with you or doesn't share the same religion, why don't you just try to actually focus on yourself and build your economy, you know, take care of your people, you know, actually get some roads here, you know, clean up your water a little. Yeah, like dead ass, but nah, you need nukes. You got all this going on, but yeah, nah, you need nukes, dude. Like, look at these guys aren't even wearing freaking shoes. Oh, they are. They're wearing chacos. Okay, never mind. Bro.
For the poorest kids in Peshawar, often the only source of income is picking garbage from gutters and waste dumps for recycling. Working up to.
Like, dude, if your kids are having to work and pick up, like, you know, basically be bottle collectors, like on some homeless person type of stuff, and that's like your average, you know, kid, maybe you shouldn't be buying nukes. Maybe you shouldn't be wasting all your money on
14
nukes.
hours a day for a pittance.
You know, chacos, chanclas, you know, like sandals.
دلته تقریبا د 22 سال کباړ کار کوي یاره په دا د شپږو کالونو چې ببره شي په دغه کار کوي شاته غریبانه دي مور پلان سول بنشي وي
the Jesus 9s.
نو هغه دغه مجبورې نه کباړ ته وځي.
This is the Didi U Akbar of Pakistan is actually the craziest sentence I've heard in my life.
Akib is 9 years old.
شپږ بجې راپاڅم او 7 بجې ته کباړ ته وځم.
تا نه مور پلار ورځې څو پیسې غواړي کباړ
200 روزانه
که ته دغه کباړ کې پیسې مور پلار ته ورنکړې بیا څه کېږي؟
Then you don't eat.
وښي وکړم.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh shit. I thought you were gonna say I don't eat, but getting beat is much
Playing
worse
in a
than not
dirty,
eating.
polluted canal might seem danger enough. But for boys like Akib and his friends, there are other hazards they must face every day.
Yeah, it's like the least of your
کور نه که ته
problems.
راوځې دلته کباړ پسې تا ته یوازې ډر یارېږې نه؟
یارېږم نه خو زړه مې شینګي چې ملګری
Dude, this freaking sucks. Man.
شریکه مو ټولو یو بل سره ګرځو.
دا یې تا ملګری؟ جی اسپریدي څه نوم نو ته؟
ولې هسې مې ښکار لږ خپل ورور.
ما ته دا ووایه تا اوس سره څه چا تنګ کړی؟
ډېر
جی
تنګ کړی یم. ډبې والا دی غم والا دی کله راتېلې ډبې ته راخېږه غلط کار کوي.
Dude, what the fuck? And of course, your typical guy, the bus driver or van driver. Stereotypes.
خلکو نه یارېږم څو حلال کار
What the hell, dude?
بچی کله چې هغه تا نه موچي غواړي بیا ته څه ورته وایي؟
زه بس کمزلې ورته کوم.
Dude, that's crazy, bro.
The man speaking with the boys is social worker
disgusting.
Afzal Shah, one of the very few people trying to protect the street children of Peshawar.
ले जाते हैं अस्सलाम वालेकुम वालेकुम अस्सलाम
Assalamu alaikum.
په شرط کوي روټي درته چرته نه ملويږي نو ته په نشي باندې راوړې بچي هلته ما سره بلاړ شي ایمو ولته تاسو د لپاره سنټر د تا به حفاظت کوو ولته تا به خیال ساتو.
Yeah, that's the reality of it. Which sucks, man.
The centre gives a small number of boys the chance to rest and eat a little food.
Yeah, that
usually
sucks,
just
dude.
bread in a watery sauce.
But what do you
But
do,
there are
man? You know,
5,000
the government is too
street
busy
children in Peshawar
focusing on
alone,
hating other people
most with nowhere to go.
than, you know, helping their own people.
13-year-old Naeem is grateful for even the little
They're literally
protection
destroying
the shelter
themselves, hating other
provides.
people.
ये सारा अच्छा लोग इस बच्चे का इतना ध्यान रखते,
Yep.
इस नशे से, इस गंदा जगह से उठाते, उधर अपना जगह पर रखते,
It's a normal place for a kid to be a
अब
kid.
इसका हिफाजत कर रहे.
It's pretty fucked, man. That they have to be brought to a place where a kid can be a kid instead of just being a kid, you know, where they're born or wherever they, you know. That sucks, man.
But Afzal's daycare centre is just that. Funded by charitable donations, there's little money, and most kids have to leave and fend for themselves at night.
Damn.
With nowhere to sleep,
Usually closed.
many hang around the city's main bus terminal, where beds
but
are
isn't that
laid
the
out in
worst
the
part?
open each evening for drivers to catch some sleep between journeys.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I feel like isn't that counterintuitive? Because if they know that, you know, people are like on some diddler shit, I feel like the kids would probably not want to sleep there, right? Because it's like, I mean, but then again, what choice do they have? I mean, but then again, I don't know, man. Like me, long beard and no mustache, hide your kids. It's like, I don't know, man. Like if I was that kid, I probably wouldn't sleep at the bus terminal. Just because there's going to be an abundance of people, you know, more people equals more chances of running into like a predator.
This
And especially if the majority of them that do the predatoring are bus drivers and van drivers, yeah, it's like their territory.
ये 4-5 हम किराए पे देते हैं, नहीं पे हमारा रिज़्क चला हुआ, बस ड्राइवर रहते हैं, फिर रात को बस ठहरते हैं, फिर सुबह चले जाते हैं यहाँ पे.
ड्रग्स वाले बच्चे जो आपके पास आते हैं,
नहीं यतीम नहीं होते, बस ये घर से भागे होते हैं.
This is what happens when you oppress people, yeah.
बस ड्राइवर के साथ क्या करते हैं?
मतलब उनके साथ गलत काम होता है, मतलब उनको साथ ले जाते हैं, ज़बरदस्ती ले जाते हैं, ऐसे बच्चे होते हैं कि नहीं जाते. मैं बस ड्राइवर जना गुनाह उनके साथ करता हूँ.
आपके सामने हुआ है?
जी. बाकी ये है कि ड्राइवर आए, एक बच्चा सोया था मेरी चारपाई पे, मतलब मेरे साथ, और उसको पहले खींचा उसने, वो नहीं गया उसके साथ, फिर ज़बरदस्ती उसको ले गया.
उस लड़की को रोकने की कोशिश नहीं की, उसको एक बंदा ज़बरदस्ती लेके गया?
नहीं, कोशिश तो बहुत किया, लेकिन वो आदमी ज़ोरावर था, मतलब ले गया.
बच्चे की उम्र क्या थी?
बच्ची की 8 साल.
See, dude, this is why I train. I try to train every day at the gym. This is literally why I go to the gym every day, or at least try to. Because you never know when some crazy thing like this is gonna happen to you, dude, and you need to save somebody's life. And in the whole rest of your life, you're gonna be hating yourself, thinking I was too weak. I'm too weak. Fuck that noise, dude. Even if you are weak, you go for vital spots. You jab their eyes out. You know, you break their cerebellum or whatever it's called, like right there in their nose and their jaw. You push their freaking nose right into their temple. Like fuck that, dude. I'm not letting you take that kid. The hell? And I'll have nightmares for the rest of my life, knowing goddamn well that I just let this kid get raped. Screw that, because I wasn't strong enough. Hell no. Yeah, go for the nads, you know, go for the balls, you go for all this, you know, the solar plex, you go for all the vital spots. So you go for the neck, you know, go for the jug, karate chop them right in the jug. Not everything is about strength, dude. That's why the Japanese and the Chinese invented martial arts, so the weak can fight against the strong, you know, with techniques. Not everything is about strength. In the Philippines too, poor people from the slums pick up leftover fried chicken from the trash and clean them to refry and eat. That dish is called pagag. Wait, really? It's a dish? Poor people in the slums pick up leftover fried chicken from the trash, clean them, and refry. What the fuck? But they focus on improvement. Man. Wait, that's crazy, dude.
But as we later discover, there's more to Hassan Dean than he cares to admit. Naeem,
You're demanding entries from the government, not nukes.
whom we met at Afzal's day center, comes here when there's nowhere
for
else to
India.
go.
इधर मैं चरपाई पे सोया था 4 बंदों ने मुझे पकड़ा गाड़ी में बिठाया एक वो गाड़ी का ड्राइवर था और 3 पौड़ी
Heroin addicts, of course.
तो उधर चारों ने मेरे साथ ज्यादती किया उसके बाद मेरे खून भी निकला था मैं बेहोश भी था
Oh my god. Dude, what the hell?
They're a colourful
man?
sight on the roads of Pakistan, brightly decorated by their owners, depicting historical heroes.
That is some crazy shit.
Trucks and buses are the lifeblood of the Pakistan economy, and Peshawar, just 40 minutes' drive from the Afghan border, is a key transport hub for Central and Southern
That's
Asia.
insane, dude. I just can't get
But
over
behind
that.
the
dude.
colour
That-
lies another story.
yeah.
In towns and cities across Pakistan, much of the sexual abuse of street boys takes place at bus and truck terminals.
Yeah, it's sad but true. I think we're quite fortunate. Yeah, man. To be living in a place where that stuff doesn't happen is literally... You'd be surprised, yo.
अच्छे लोग कम हैं बुराई वाले बहुत कि इधर घर के जो हैं 10 आदमी होंगे बाकी 90 जो है ना ये अड्डे की पैदावार है सारी छोटे छोटे घर से आए हैं तो इन्होंने अपने साथ उनको लगा लिया काम पे
When darkness
Goose?
falls, hostel owner Hassan Deen provides an extra service.
Where you been, man?
आपके पास कभी लोग आते हैं पूछने के भाई तुम बच्चे हमारे लिए तैयार कर सकते हो
जी अक्सर आते रहते हैं ऐसे होते हैं कि ड्राइवर बस होते हैं उन कहते हैं कि यार ठीक है मैं आपसे चारपाई लेता हूँ मतलब 150 आपको ज़्यादा देता हूँ मुझे कोई लड़का पैदा करके दो सर बच्चा ऐसा होता है कि मतलब एक अलग घूम रहा होता है तो उनको हम कहते हैं कि मतलब आपको जगह हम देंगे आप हमारे पास आ जाओ आपको खाना पीना हम देंगे तो मतलब यहाँ उनको इस बहाने पे ले आते हैं आगे मतलब
तो उसकी मजबूरी होती है
जी
He also admits to using boys for himself.
Hey,
दो दफ़ा
yo!
सिर्फ किया बस
2 दफा क्या किया
मतलब यही बच्चों के साथ
अच्छा 2 दफा
Wait, time out. Who was it the one
Boys
that
for
said it?
himself.
Oh, that's my girlfriend.
He also admits to using boys for himself.
2 दफ़ा सिर्फ किया बस
2 दफा क्या किया
Oh, this
मतलब
guy?
यही बच्चों के साथ
What the?
अच्छा 2 दफा
फिर उससे बाद नफरत हो
हाँ
फिर उससे बाद नफरत
कितनी उम्र थी बच्चों की
बस थे एक 8 साल का था और एक मतलब 10-11 साल का
आपने
Time out.
क्या
Wait. Hold on. Pause, dude. Pause. What the fuck, bro? Did this guy just really, bro? And he is the one who couldn't say, yeah, what the hell? So what, you weren't strong enough to save the other kids, so you decided to rape 2 other kids instead? Oh, no. Damn. Well, YouTube fucking just shut down the stream. Look, we're still live on Kick. On Twitch. Damn. Yeah, I think it's because of video we're
पैसे
watching.
नहीं तो उन्होंने क्या कहा चलो चारपाई दे दो तो मैंने उनको चारपाई दे दिए दोनों भाई थे तो दोनों ने कहा कि हमें 50-50 रुपए भी दो मैंने दे दिए दोनों को
What? When you turn on, you're on right there. Yeah. Add channels to your allow list. You can add one or more channels to your allow list to exempt them from. What the fuck? Whatever, I'll figure this out later.
उनके साथ क्या जिना किया वो
जी जनाब
At bus and truck terminals across Pakistan, drivers and conductors often keep boys on a permanent basis as helpers or apprentices.
There is a culture to have a small child with you, go along with, and it means that
You're still
the child
live
is
on
kept.
YouTube though? Wait, hold on. Am I actually? This is tripping me out now because I just ended it. To my left, allow list. What are you talking about?
As a prostitute
Whatever.
or as a partner, sexual partner.
Human rights lawyer Zia Awan has fought for the rights of abused children for most of his working life.
Hundreds of children who are being raped every day, they are being sold, they are being trafficked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They are being forced for prostitution. It's going on everywhere. And people don't believe when we say something, they say that civil society is exaggerating. We are not exaggerating. Denial.
It's a taboo subject, but in recent times, articles have finally begun to appear
no
in
allow
Pakistani
this. What are they
newspapers
talking about?
highlighting cases of child abuse. But Zia Awan claims the problem is hugely underestimated.
We are every day listening to children who are being abused, who are on the street or in the school or wherever they are, or in the home settings. So these are tip of the iceberg which is being reported in the media.
You just said it's a culture, yeah.
In one
like what?
survey, carried out by a children's charity,
Yeah, what's going on, J. Cole?
95% of truck drivers admitted that having sex with boys was their main entertainment. And some local surveys have estimated that 9 out of every 10 street
What are they
kids
talking
have
about? What?
been abused. If accurate, that puts the figure on a national scale in the hundreds of thousands.
कोई गाड़ी वाले को उसको साथ लगा लेते हैं गाड़ी वाला तो बस ऐसे ही बस उनकी ज़िंदगी गुजरती रहती है जी गाड़ियों में।
छोटे होते हैं बच्चे?
हाँ जी छोटे बच्चे।
क्या उम्र होती है
उनकी तकरीबन ये 12 साल 10 साल। हाँ ये ख़तरा उनके लिए ये है कि बस वो तो ना समझें मासूम है।
आपका जो कंडक्टर है उनने लड़के रखे हैं?
हाँ जी बस ये लड़के तो इधर डेली मिलते हैं जी आज ड्यूटी किए और तो अगर वो शाम कल नहीं आएगा तो शाम को मुझे बोल देगा कि साथ कल मैं नहीं आऊँगा तो अपने लिए वो लड़के का बंदोबस्त कर देगा।
हाँ मुझे बताया था कि कोई वाकया हुआ था
इस तरह का था कि वो बचा गया और बस सब ने काम किया था इनके साथ। हाँ वो बस
लड़के का बंदोबस्त कर देगा।
हाँ मुझे बताया था कि कोई वाकया हुआ था
इस तरह का था कि वो बचा गया और बस सब ने काम किया था इनके साथ। हाँ वो बस में था वो बस ये जिनसी ख्वाहिश थी उनकी और उनकी गांड मारी थी उनकी। हाँ मैं भी बीच में शामिल था लेकिन बस क्या करते हैं उन्होंने खुद बुलाया था।
What else could you do? You could say no, you fucking
इस
idiot.
तरह का बचा था कि उन्हें
बच्चे ने खुद बुलाया?
हाँ
उसका आपने पैसे फिर दिए थे बाद में?
नहीं पैसे तो हमने नहीं दिए लेकिन उस और ड्राइवर ने दिए थे उनको।
For Naeem, who himself was raped at the bus terminal, the daily struggle is just to survive.
मैं घर से भाग गया 9 महीने तो हो गया।
His parents died when he was 8, and he's run away several times since.
Yeah.
भाई का वजह से मैं घर से भागा।
That's insane.
माँ मर गया बाप मर गया तो फिर भाई ने मुझे मारा था।
Naeem leads us to a part of the city notoriously risky for children.
ये ऐसे जगह बहुत गंदा जगह, खतरनाक। इधर बहुत किस्म लोग आ रहे, नशे भी आ रहे, बच्चाबाज भी आ रहे, बहुत लोग इधर आ रहे। ये इसलिए मशहूर जगह, बहुत मशहूर।
Naeem was given drugs by older men on his first nights on the streets. He's now an addict.
जब नशा नहीं कर रहे तो फिर सारा वजूद दर्द कर रहा।
Yeah, literally 10 minutes and then a single woman inside.
जा रहे तो उस ठंडे हवा से मेरा दिमाग पे आ रहे, तो मैं उस टाइम मेरा ये सर पे इतना दर्द हो रहा है।
Damn, that's why people don't stream on YouTube. Dude. YouTube is so fucking uptight with this shit.
Pakistan has over 1 million heroin users, and almost 30% of those who inject the drug are HIV positive. Being so close to the Afghan border means that drugs are plentiful in Peshawar. At night, dealers hang around the main bus terminal.
बहुत कुछ छोटे बच्चे नशे पर लग गया है। नशे पर किसने लगाया है? मैंने और लोगों ने भाई लगा दिया है। जब पैसे नहीं हुए तो ड्राइवरों के पास पूरा रात गुजारता है, गांड देते हैं, चुदाई देने, तो उसके 100-120 रुपए देने, तो उसके ऊपर पाउडर पीने।
जब आपको कोई छोटा बच्चा पैसा नहीं दे सकता करके हवाले से,
काफी लोग आते हैं, चेहरा हमको आओ जी, एक दफा नहीं 3 दफा हमको छोड़ो, लेकिन एक टोकन दो ना।
Spread democracy in Pakistan, yeah, for real. No, we actually is for real do. Like he's saying that as a joke, but like we actually like for real do. Like what the hell is going on here, man?
आपको ये ख्याल नहीं आता कि ये मेरे बच्चे जब बड़े होंगे अगर इस तरह नशे बन जाते हैं?
If he ever has kids.
बिल्कुल आर्जी तौर पर जैसा करेगा ऐसा करेगा।
Aware of the dangers on the streets, social worker Afzal has been trying to get Naeem off drugs for months.
क्या ठीक है? अच्छा, आपने नशा लिया है? ये नशा क्यों लिया है?
तेरा सर पे ज़्यादा मुझे तो फिर निकालते। सर जब मैंने नशा नहीं किया था तो फिर मैं रोटी में नहीं खा सकता।
जब आप में नशा आप पर ताकतवर होता जा रहा है, आप को नशा नाकाम के लिए छोड़ेगा। के साथ या अच्छा होता हो या बुरा बाहर, आप मुझे बताओगे।
Naeem has promised Afzal he won't take any more
they just be
drugs
acting
today.
like this is all cool. Like he really, like, these guys really just admitted to raping kids. You know, it's completely honky-dory. And also, side note, I think my stream got shut off because I'm watching the video, not like because of like the video. Because I don't have because this is copyrighted or some shit. I don't think it's because of the whole what
After
they're
the
talking
meeting,
about.
he asks to be dropped at a local cinema to watch a movie.
अच्छा, तुम्हें भी मूवियों में आने का शौक है?
बहुत शौक है मुझे।
तुम्हारी सबसे पसंदीदा मूवी कौन सी है जो तुमने देखी?
मेरा है पखरी अपवानी, ये अच्छा फिल्म है। उसमें देख रहे जो अच्छा कर रहे वो बच जा रहे, जो गलत काम कर रहे तो वो आखिरी में मरता है।
There are 2 cinemas on this street.
इसलिए इस शो में मैं जा रहा हूँ, उसमें इसलिए नहीं जा रहा हूँ, उधर उसमें सारा प्राण लगता है, प्राण लग रहे तो उसमें सारा लोग मुठ मार रहे, कभी बच्चे का बुन मार रहे, कभी क्या कर रहे, तो इस वजह से हम इसमें इसलिए आया। जब इसमें कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, खाली सिगरेट नशे वाला लोग इधर बैठते हैं।
तो अभी तुम जाओगे, तुम कुछ लोग हैं इनके साथ?
हाँ, मैं उससे कुछ चर्च से लेना और समरबान।
Already, he's breaking the promise he made to Afzal.
I am their neighbor and I knew things about Pakistan, but not this. I'm shocked. That's crazy, dude. On camera. Oh, man. Yeah, that's crazy to me how they do honor killings just for, like, you know, women showing some, you know, some ankle. But when these guys are out here diddling the entire neighborhood kids, it's just completely fine. Like nobody even bats an eye. Like what?
नशा नहीं करता.
Naeem had discovered a way to pay for his growing drug addiction at an early age.
तो मुझे फिर पैसे तोड़ा जाएगा तो फिर मैं अपना जान को बेचता हूँ. पहले मैंने अपना जान को बेचा. मेरा पास पैसे भी नहीं था.
August 31st.
तो फिर मैंने उधर आदमी से 3 दफ़ा किया था. तो उसने फिर मुझे 3000 रुपये दिया था.
तुम्हारी उम्र क्या थी उस ज़माने में?
उस वक्त सर मेरा उम्र थी 8.5 साल था. छोटा था मैं.
That's insane, dude.
To show how open street prostitution is, Naeem invites us to a busy intersection.
यहाँ खतरा तो नहीं है तुम्हारे लिए?
हमारे लिए तो खतरा है, लेकिन मैं आपको बच्चाबाज लोग दिखाता. हमारे लिए तो खतरा है, लेकिन मैं आपको बच्चाबाज लोग दिखाता.
So why would you take them, bro?
Cita. Ничего это. Камбре पैसे बात अगर हाँ या मेरे से एक और बात कुछ बात कर रही 1000 रुपये का 1000 रुपये वाली शेयर 1000 रुपये भी नहीं लगी थी कोना ठोला स्पाफा वैसा जागा ना को सुबह को नाम 1000 बांधे आसान ना जम.
Over the next 20 minutes, other men try to solicit sex from Naeem.
What the fuck?
Oh, पहले मैंने भेजा था. मेरा पास 2-3 दिन से मैंने खाना भी नहीं खाया था. मेरा पास पैसे भी नहीं था. उसके बाद मैं एक रात सारा रोया था. मैंने कहा ये तुमने आज क्या काम किया. लेकिन ये मैंने खुद किया था अपने पैसे के लिए सर.
In order to survive, prostitution has become commonplace for many street children. One of Naeem's friends, 12-year-old Saeed, is described as promiscuous by the other boys.
Get my ass away. What is this kid even going on about? What the hell is going on?
Social psychologist Roxana Malik has counseled street children for the last 7 years.
कि जब बच्चा स्ट्रीट पे आता है तो ही माइट नो एक्चुअली कि सेक्स क्या है, और जब वो अब्यूज़ हो रहा है तो शायद वो फर्स्ट टाइम उसके लिए वो स्केरी ज़रूर होगा, बट ग्रेजुअली वो उसका हैबिचुअल हो जाएगा. और तो वो फिर रादर कि वो कहें कि हाँ अब हम मुफ्त में अपने आप को बेचें, अपने मुफ्त में हर एक को अपना आप प्रेजेंट करें. इट्स बेटर कि हम इसी चीज़ को सॉर्ट ऑफ अपने लिए अर्निंग बना लेते.
Many adults appear to blame the children themselves. In one study, 1,800 men were interviewed about their feelings towards child sexual abuse. 1/3 of them said they did not consider it to be bad, let alone a crime
Of course they don't.
or a sin. Ghulam Kadri, Deputy Country Director for the charity Save the Children, says much of the problem stems from the past history of the abusers themselves.
The people who indulge in those activities, in many cases, they have a history. Many times they were abused as a child as well. So this becomes a routine practice in their life. So they don't consider this as a crime.
Yet some of the abusers go to desperate lengths to ensure no one finds out.
We conducted a study, and the horrifying figures were that out of every 10 children who were sexually abused, one was killed. The people who commit this crime, to protect their identity, they kill the child after the abuse.
Oh my God. Blaming on the kid is crazy. And they kill him too, yeah, like what?
Many psychologists argue that the attraction to young boys stems from the rigid segregation of the sexes in significant parts of Pakistani society, where women are perceived as the inferior gender, rarely seen in public, and with very few rights. The 2014 World Health Organization report places such gender inequality at the very top of causes for child abuse. And a recent World Economic Forum report named Pakistan second worst country in the world when it comes to equal opportunities for women. Ijaz, the bus conductor, has strong views on what he believes a woman's role should be.
Yes, I can't stream this shit.
रहना चाहिए बाहर नहीं औरत बाहर की चीज़ नहीं है घर पर रखने के लिए अच्छी सी बीवी देखेंगे क्योंकि उन्होंने कुरान पढ़ा हो और नमाज पढ़ता हो अच्छी सी आया इज्जत की
आदमी दीन और इस्लाम बहुत ज़रूरी है ना
हाँ हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि हम मुसलमान हैं
ये जो छोटे लड़के हैं आपने इस्तेमाल करते हैं वो आपको बुरा नहीं लगता क्योंकि वो इस्लाम के खिलाफ से या क्या
बस क्या करते हैं मजबूरी है ना वो तो है इस्लाम के खिलाफ है उस टाइम अल्लाह ताला को बुहारा जाता है लेकिन बस क्या करें मजबूर है ना
अगर आप इनसे बात करो तो इसके अलावा फिर क्या करूं मेरी तो मजबूरी है ठीक है दे कंसीडर देयर मजबूरी मेरी नीड है तो मैं क्या करूं ठीक है दो अलग इनके आपको दो एक्सट्रीम्स नज़र आती हैं एक तरफ तो एक बिल्कुल ही अपने आप को इस्लामिक शो करते हैं इतना ज़्यादा मजहबी शो करते हैं दूसरी एक्सट्रीम पे वही सारी चीज़ें कर रहे हैं द थिंग इज़ कि हमारे यहाँ इस्लाम को बहुत ऊपरी सतह पे पढ़ाया जाता है 5 नमाजें पढ़ लो
Man said, this is pretty much the condition of normal people in Pakistan. Their army is the biggest industrial owner and runs the country despite being democracy. The money they make or get as loans mainly used for sponsoring terrorism. I mean, yeah. Why do you think their roads are like literally all dirt? Their fucking public buses look like this because they spend all their money on just, you know, weapons of war instead of getting some goddamn infrastructure.
झूठ नहीं बोलना ये गुनाह है किसी औरत की तरफ आंख उठा के नहीं देखना ये गुनाह है मगर किसी बच्चे को अब्यूज़ कर रहे हैं किसी छोटे बच्चे को अब्यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो अ गुनाह
Oh man, chat. Can't believe my fucking content was already deleted. First
Cleric
stream
Rahul
on
Amin
YouTube channel.
teaches at the mosque located close to Peshawar's main bus terminal, where much of the abuse takes place.
اسلام دا نه وړي چې یو جنس په بل جنس باندې د پاسه وي بل لاندې وي.
Yeah, they're saying that they don't allow fucking same-sex sex, but motherfuckers are still diddling every kid down the block.
د اسلام قطعا نه برداشت کوي. دا عقل هم خلاف ده، فطرت هم خلاف ده. دغه وجه ده چې د زنا حکم الله بیان کړی دی. اگر سره جو تاسو خبرو کوم کنه د دې غونډو ګناهونو واز دانه تاسو ګور ټول ګناهونو په شاته د الله نه یریدل بس. که یو سړی د الله نه ویریږي نه دا چې الله پاک زور وکړي چې یا ایها الذین آمنوا اتقوا الله تاسو الله نه ویریږئ.
But Roxana Malik claims a culture of sexual denial runs through Pakistani society and that this has led to an increase in abuse.
थिंग इज़ कि हमने इस चीज़ को इतना ज़्यादा दबा के रखा है कि नहीं समथिंग गंदी चीज़ है आप जितने ज़्यादा फ्रस्ट्रेट कॉम पैदा करोगे, जितने ज़्यादा फ्रस्ट्रेशन लोगों में इंड्यूस करोगे, अल्टीमेटली
Why don't the religious leaders or extremists target the diddlers? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Their whole like thing just kind of like collapse in on itself. Like they just contradict themselves with like everything they do. Like it doesn't even make sense.
किसी ना किसी गलत तरीके से निकालेंगे, और this is a wrong way.
A 2010 UNICEF report suggests that
This is why I didn't want to fucking stream on YouTube, because I knew that they were strict as hell, yeah. Like, I didn't even technically watch anything, like, really actually copyright. Like, it's not like I watched, like, a Disney thing or some shit. Literally just watched a goddamn
traditional
documentary.
Pakistani cultural values of purity and protection of women have contributed to men preying on boys. And Ijaz, in his own way, appears to echo that report.
हाँ वो हर जगह आप नहीं घुमा सकते क्योंकि वो हर कोई देख रहा है और थोड़ी सी बेकार सा चीज़ है ना क्योंकि वो शर्मिंदगी करना पड़ता है लड़का तो हर जगह पहले घर जा सकते हो इसकी वजह से उनकी कोई मुश्किलात इतना नहीं है
Oh yeah, it isn't a big deal.
आपने तकरीबन कितने बच्चों के साथ जना किया?
तकरीबन एक वो था और 10 और 11
This kid's just a kid diddler.
उनकी उम्रें क्या थी?
7-8 साल 10 साल तक थे छोटे थे
Laws do exist to protect children, but those trying to help
they're just
say
like
the authorities
makeshift laws.
ignore
Like they're
them.
just like
there is no will of the government to implement those laws to protect our children.
They're literally just there just to have them, just to say that they have them.
Imran Khan, a world-famous sportsman, now turned politician, was shocked by the evidence we presented to him, including that some surveys show as many as 90% of street children may have been sexually abused.
Yeah, that guy was on some insane shit. He was on some diddler
I must
shit.
say, I know it happened.
My man was sweating because he was realizing all the stuff that was coming out of his mouth. He's like, yeah, I raped like freaking 11 to 12 kids. Like, what are you talking about, bro? And I'm surprised that like he's even I'm surprised that all these guys are just like allowing themselves to be recorded and filmed, like their faces on there. Like the government isn't gonna do nothing about this, dude. Like nothing at all. You got these people just admitting that they found diddled little boys. A whole lot of them. I don't know.
I didn't realize it happened to the extent you're saying. It's one of the most sad and shameful aspects of our society. I have to say, I'm totally embarrassed by this figure. And unfortunately, my party has only been in government for the last, 7.5 months, 7 months.
And said he's mid-max.
And so I've seen the poverty growing in Pakistan, and obviously the children are the weakest members of the society and get hit the most.
But those directly involved say one of the biggest problems is that police on the ground don't attach enough importance to the plight of...
Dude, saying that kids get hit the most when they're getting like literally fonddiddled is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, who the hell is this guy? What the fuck?
The children.
Oh my god.
Law enforcers are hardly listening to all these cries which the street child is making. So it's a very grim situation. It's not very good
they're also
situation for our
diddlers,
children.
They're all fond diddlers.
Often caught up dealing with
diddlers.
Taliban attacks, the local police here in Peshawar admit child protection isn't a priority.
Yeah, I can tell it's not a priority.
In the last 5 years, 700 policemen have been killed in terrorist attacks. The amount of terrorism in this country has grown to the point that the security agencies, which are supposed to ensure rule of law, are actually trying to protect themselves. So it's very difficult for them to then go on and protect children, street children.
At the day centre in Peshawar, Afzal is becoming increasingly concerned about Naeem. He's discovered that the boy has been harming himself.
The terrorists they raised, biting them back.
It becomes clear he's been doing it for some time.
ये कैसे तुमने की? ये तो बहुत बड़ा गैश है।
ये बस मैंने ब्लेड का साथ जोर से मारा। ये बस मुझे गुस्सा आता है बस। मैं तो किसको कुछ नहीं बोलता, फिर मैं खुद ही अपने दुख को मारता।
Damn, dude. That is so fucked.
और इसके साथ हमने प्रॉपर सेशन लिया और ये खुद भी यहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा तंग है कि आइंदा भी मेरी ज़िंदगी को बहुत ज़्यादा ख़तरा है और ये पेशावर में रहना भी नहीं चाहता।
It's obvious something is troubling him, and Afzal is worried about Naeem's state of mind. Fearing the worst, he confides in us. We ask Naeem.
जी हाँ जी वो रमज़ान से पहले उधर एक लड़का था।
क्या थी
उसकी उम्र 10-11 साल थी। हमारे सच उसको मैंने सिनेमा में लेके गया था। खर्चा मैंने उसका ऊपर किया था। उसने कहा चलो ठीक है। तो सिनेमा से जिस टाइम निकल गया तो उसने कहा नहीं, जिस टाइम कहा नहीं तो मैंने हाथ से पकड़ा, मैंने ज़बरदस्ती से लेके गया था। मैंने लेके गया तो उसके साथ मैंने ज़बरदस्ती से किया तो फिर
The abused has become the abuser.
Yeah, it's just like a cycle, yo.
Afzal fears that Naeem is now reaching crisis point. That he's beginning to show suicidal
This shit even more
tendencies.
common in Afghanistan. Yeah.
नईम तो काफ़ी अरसा से पेशावर के स्ट्रीट पर रह चुका है और एक डेली बेस पर स्ट्रीट पर बहुत ज़्यादा अब्यूज़ होता जा रहा है और यहाँ उसका ठीक होना मुझे नामुमकिन दिखाई देता है।
Afzal believes that Naeem is too psychologically damaged
He's
by
just
his life
abusing
in
other
Peshawar
kids.
and needs specialist, long-term care. There's nowhere in the city for him to go. No proper government-run facility, and charities are struggling to survive because of lack of funds.
तो हमने फैसला किया है कि इसको सोशल वेलफेयर होम शेल्टर के लिए रेफ़र करेंगे। तो हमने इस पे काम शुरू किया कराची में क्योंकि वहाँ बोर्डिंग सिस्टम भी है और बच्चे को अच्छी तरह वहाँ प्रोटेक्शन मिल सकती है।
He speaks with Naeem,
protected,
who doesn't
so-
want to leave his friends, but realizes this may be the only chance he has.
तो इधर तो स्कूल भी पढ़ने तो फिर भी नशा कर रहा है इधर। ये तो इसी जगह से जब इधर से दूसरा मुल्क में नहीं गए।
All right, I'll be on Star Wars.
आप चाहते हैं कि मैं पेशावर छोड़ूं और कराची जाऊं और वहाँ स्कूल में दाखिल हो जाऊं।
But Karachi is over 1,000 kilometers away, and to move him, Afzal needs the agreement of Naeem's older brother, Hazratullah, the same man he ran away from almost a year ago because of beatings.
ये जब मेरा वालिद और वालिदा मर गए दोनों तो बस उसके बाद ये खराब हो गई। हमारा मानता नहीं और मुझे गुस्सा आता है जब फिर मैं उसे मारता था तो इस वजह से वो भाग जाता था। वो उधर बस चोरियां मोरियां कर लेता था छोटो लड़कों के साथ मिलकर और बस आलू छुपाओ प्याज छुपाओ। 2 दफा इसको मैंने पकड़ा फिर इधर लाए बार दरख्त है इसके बांध लेता बांध दिए फिर शाम तक बांधा हुआ था फिर खोल दिए। मैंने बोला अगर इस बार ऐसा गलती की है ना तो मैंने बोला मैं तुम्हें हलाल कर दूंगा।
जहाँ तक नईम ने हमें बताया है वो कह रहा था कि वो अपने जिस्म को भी बेच सकता है। क्या ये सच है?
नईम तो बस गंदा हो गया है ना। नईम तो
He's become dirty? Whoa, hold on, man.
नईम
बताया है वो कह रहा था कि वो अपने जिस्म को भी बेच सकता है। क्या ये सच है?
नईम तो बस गंदा हो गया है ना। नईम तो
He's become dirty.
गंदा आदमी गंदे बातें करते हैं।
He's a bad person.
इससे आपको कभी
You hear
बताया
this
था कि
kid?
इसके साथ जबरदस्ती भी हुई थी अड्डे पे?
नहीं जी तो ये इसका अपना गुनाह है, क्योंकि हम तो इज्जतदार लोग हैं, सब अजीज तरबूर, ये सारे गवंडी ये हमारे ऊपर पे हंसते।
Yeah, they would laugh at you because you're calling yourself honorable and you hear this crap coming out of your mouth. What are you talking about?
कहते तुम लोग कैसे गंदे लोग हो।
This is
अगर मैं मुझे
yeah,
मालूम होता तो मैं ऐसे जिंदा जला देता।
You would have burnt them alive. What the? What the fuck, dude?
4 days have passed since Afzal first raised the possibility of Naeem moving to Karachi. Thinking he'd been forgotten, the boy had begun to despair and returned to drugs.
Oh man.
मैंने कहा बस वैसे अफजल साहब गया तो मेरा तालीम नहीं हो रहा है, तो मैंने कहा फिर नशा तो शुरू कर।
What the hell? He said, I thought you abandoned me, so I thought I might just get a little bit high. My man sounded like Towley from South Park. I just thought I might get a little bit high. Just want to get a little high.
Naeem isn't aware that the day of decision has arrived. His brother and another relative show up in Afzal's office to meet with the boy face to face. The social worker who will accompany Naeem to Karachi, if everything's agreed, has come as a witness.
دا نعیم دا مو هغه کو تاسو مو کوم ویلو بیا به اوس سکه لکه مشوم خواهش پته لګو سیرا دا نشینه تخلاص وی مخکې ژوند به تسنګ تیرای ندیم متویلو سمو ماته سکول پکار دا کراچۍ کې لکه دا اخته ولته د دیته مو صرف تعلیم ورکو نور د سکار روزګار دا به هیڅ نه کوو
ये बहुत बुरा आदमी है, ये नहीं मेरा दिल चाहे कि मैं इसको मारूं, लेकिन
Do you fucking hear this kid? He's a bad person because he's getting raped. Do you fucking hear this guy? This piece of shit? Yo, what? What is... Like, this mentality, dude. This is why you guys are in the situation that you're in, dude. You reap what you sow. What is this guy actually saying right now, bro? Oh my god. And then you're wondering why your country is the way that it is. Because your common folk think like this. This is what your common folk think like. This is insane to me.
ऐसे तो फिर नहीं करोगे, ऐसे नहीं कि फिर बात करा जाए।
इंशाल्लाह इस बार मैं नहीं करूँगा।
अच्छा, पक्का वादा है। अगर आ गए तो फिर मुझे क्या करना है?
او ایتا هم سره نشته لکه هغه د سکن
कल मुलाकात तड़कीगी।
What should I do with you?
objection یا اعتراض نه نشته او نه تاسو بیا عموما د مطلب د سال ته راپورټ قانوني هغه کې سره دا مشومي ولې به لکه مو تاسو په اجازه باندې دا مشوم بیايو
जी
دا اجازه ته تاسو مو
हाँ ऐसे वक्त गुजारो कि मुझे शिकायत ना मिले, सही है?
Oh man, this freaking guy, dude. Man said even now I feel like beating him, but what are you talking about?
For Naeem, at last, there's hope. He's on his way to the drug rehabilitation center in Karachi and now has a future to look forward to.
हाँ जी सर, मैं शादी करना चाहूँगा, लेकिन पहले मैं अपना रास्ता बिल्कुल साफ सुथरा कर लूँ।
That's the insane thing to say. It's a reverse belief in his brain.
तो अपने इलाज में पूरा कर लूँ, इसको इंशाल्लाह तालीम हासिल कर लूँ।
Yeah, I hope he does, man. Hope he gets better.
तो नीचे से आ रहा था, बहुत मजा कर रहा था। जब उठ गया तो नीचे कोई चीज़ मुझे नहीं दिखा रहा था, सारा धूम था। मैं तो इतना खुश था, कभी मैडम से बात कर रहे, कभी किस
Naeem must spend the first week at his new home locked behind bars in the withdrawal room to break the drug habit.
Locked behind bars?
He's allowed out for a medical checkup, including an HIV test.
मुट्ठी बंद करें.
Oh, it looks so unsanitary. Yeah, prayers for them.
लेकिन एड्स का इलाज कोई डॉक्टर के पास नहीं होगा. मुझे बहुत अफसोस हो जो मैंने गलत काम किया. इस पे मुझे बहुत अफसोस. जो मैंने भी किया मेरे साथ भी लोगों ने किया. उस टाइम तो मुझे इतना सोच नहीं था जब अभी आ रहा है.
Man.
A drug-free week has passed.
Dude, this is like one of the most hardcore videos that I've like watched so far. Like, oh my god, dude. This is fucking crazy, dude. Holy, oh man.
Naeem has been released from the withdrawal room, but he's confined
This is
to his
actually
new quarters.
insane. This is like a story
and now
you'd
says
see
he
in like an
regrets
anime.
leaving Peshawar.
Yeah, this is crazy.
मैं इधर एक दिन और नहीं रह सकता. बिल्कुल ये ऐसे जगह जब जेल से भी ज़्यादा. जेल में तो फिर भी मैंने कहा चलो घर है अपना 2-3 दिन के लिए इधर ही हूँ फिर छोड़े. इधर तो 3 महीने तो मैं इधर नहीं रह सकता.
Oh yeah.
But there's something else troubling
Well, you're
him.
gonna have to, boss. If you want to do what
Today,
you want.
he gets the results of his HIV test.
मैंने भी गलती लोगों के साथ किया. लोगों ने मेरा साथ भी किया. इस वजह से मैं नहीं बच सकता.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम. क्या हाल है? बैठो.
I'm gonna be pretty upset if he also ends up getting, you know, AIDS at the end. 'Cause that's just.
वो आपको
Oh,
सुन के
man.
खुशी होगी कि वो बिल्कुल क्लियर है.
Oh, thank
ठीक है?
God. Thank the Lord, yo. Thank the big JC.
मुझे बहुत खुशी हो गई. मेरा कोई बीमारी नहीं है जी. मैं सब कुछ छोड़ दूंगी. मैं
Yeah, and you're
किसी को
freaking
हाथ
lucky
भी नहीं
too.
लगाऊंगा. इसलिए मेरा अंदर अभी कोई बीमारी नहीं
Oh,
है.
you won't touch anyone else?
मैं बड़ा हूँ जो बस मैं ऐसे जो बच्चों का हिजमत करना. ये जो स्ट्रीट पे होता है.
Oh man. Of course. What the hell, dude?
Naeem is just one example. Hundreds of thousands of others are at great risk
man.
every day on the streets of Pakistan. Many of those working on behalf of the children have accused Pakistani politicians of turning a blind eye to the plight of those abused.
Blind
But
eye. I bet you
perhaps
some of them
at
are probably
last,
involved
a
in that
champion
crime.
may be
Yeah,
emerging
I thought it was
on
gonna be a
their
happy
behalf.
ending and Kid Lily runs away again.
It's really shameful for us that we have not really been able to protect them. So we will have a task force specifically to get rid of this, this crime. I'm going to have a meeting in a week's time, and I will bring this on. And it would help if your film comes out, because we will use that film and then we'll take action.
That action cannot
I hope
come
they
soon
did, 'cause
enough.
It was 2 years ago. Yo, you know the president
Back
was
in
arrested and
Peshawar,
overthrown? Wait, really? Is
Afsal
it this
has
guy?
received a call. Another little boy has
Was it
turned
this
up
guy?
on the streets
Was he the president?
near the bus station.
ये वो बच्चा है जो घर से भागा हुआ है. इसे मैं आपके हवाले करता हूँ.
ठीक है. Thank you so much. Thank you.
अल्लाह हाफिज़.
रज़ा बच्चन.
Damn, of course, yeah. Of course he was overthrown. Of course. You get an actual good guy that was about to do so. Well, I can't say if he was a good guy, but you get a guy that's actually about to do something about it. And then you just, you know, oh man.
Oh Lord.
Damn. Oh, shout out to Absolute Documentaries. That was a great one. Holy crap, that was insane. Oh. Hopefully I could upload this to YouTube. Because I took down that stream, so. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to, you know, check this video out too. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to them. And do this, you know, come back and do the same thing to me. Check me out on Kick, YouTube, Twitch. And I will catch you guys in the next video.